The Dangote Group stands at the forefront of African enterprise. Since 1978, we've touched the lives of millions of people by meeting their basic needs. Our belief in the promise of Africa has taken us into 14 African countries, with substantial investments that will propel the continent towards greater prosperity, promising jobs, improved standards of living, and economic growth. Dangote, for an empowered Africa. Dangote, for an empowered Africa. Dangote.
السادة رؤساء الدول والحكومات، أهلا وسهلا. نتكلم على قدرات اقتصادية هائلة، نتكلم على موارد طبيعية ضخمة جدا. مش هنسى أبدا أن أنا أوجه الشكر على مشاركتكم الإيجابية، وأيضا أوجه الشكر الخاص لرئيس البنك الأفريقي للتجارة التصدير والاستيراد الدكتور بندكت. أشكرك جدا جدا على الجهد المبذول. مرة تانية برحب بيكم وسعيد بوجودكم معانا في مصر، وأتمنى لكم إن المعرض يقوم بالدور اللي احنا بنتمناه. شكرا جزيلا.
IATF, the AFCFTA Marketplace Trade and Investment Conference, Connecting African markets. Connecting market access and opportunity to realize the opportunities of Africa's single market. Connecting markets and industrialization to drive trade and investment in a changing world. Connecting markets to enable business, deepening public-private sector cooperation to accelerate intra-African trade and investment. Unlocking trade for growth via the AfCFTA, maximizing the transformational potential of intra-African trade and investment, enacting strategies to unlock coordinated development, building a conducive environment to accelerate AfCFTA implementation, enhancing trade and investment by leveraging the shift in global supply chains, shaping Africa's industrial architecture in an era of supply chain disruption, transforming manufacturing by capitalizing on local and regional value chains, breaking commodity dependence by increasing diversification into new and value-added products, deepening targeted trade and investment, increasing investment in trade-enabling infrastructure, enabling a just energy transition, ensuring food security, accelerating trade and investment, unlocking public-private sector collaboration, accelerating business and economic growth via trading companies, reshaping the gender divide, and enabling youth entrepreneurship. There is much to do. United, we can connect trade and investment for greater prosperity. IATF, the AfCFTA Marketplace Trade and Investment Conference. Connecting African markets.
distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and as we like to say in Kenya, all protocols observed, good morning and welcome to the closing ceremony of the Intra-Africa Trade Fair 2023. What an absolute honor it is for me to be your moderator this morning. My name is Terry Ann Chebet. I'm a senior correspondent with CNBC Africa, and I've had the absolute honor of being part of this incredible event this week. Just to quickly take you through what to expect this morning, we will start off with the Exhibitor Stand Awards, and thereafter we'll get into the formal closing ceremony. So to kick us off, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Stand Awards and the incredible exhibitors that will be awarded this morning. Now, the awards were established to acknowledge excellence by the exhibitors at the IATF 2023 and to, of course, encourage exhibitors to fully maximize their participation by producing top quality stands. As you will agree with me, no event is complete without the hard work of the exhibitors. The effort and outstanding outcomes cannot go unnoticed. Without much further ado, I would like to now welcome Yusuf Daya. Yusuf is the Director, AU-AFCFTA Relations and Trade Policy at Afrexim, to take us through the first four and award the first awardees. I also want to acknowledge the sponsor, FHD Bank PLC. Let's put our hands together for Yusuf as he makes his way on stage.
Good morning, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have the pleasure of presiding over the Stand Award ceremony for IATF 2023, and done in collaboration with our gracious sponsor, FDH Bank. So at this stage, I'd like to invite Ms. Patricia Hamisi, the Head of Global Markets and Trade Finance for FDH Bank, to join us on stage as we start the award ceremony, which would be running throughout the closing ceremony today. Can we give a round of applause for our sponsor, Ms. Patricia, please? Thank you, Patricia. Ladies and gentlemen, our first Stand Award is the Stand Award for the Best Stand Feature. This recognizes the unique and impactful use of features that captures cultural characteristics and gives a dynamic feel to the IATF 2023. At this stage, I am glad to announce that the winner for the Best Stand Feature goes to the African Union African Women in Processing Pavilion. Thank you very much. Could we invite them up?
For the occasion, what are you doing?
Thank you very much, and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, our second award is for the AU Youth Startup Pavilion. As we know, the AU Youth Startup Pavilion has been one of the key verticals of the Intra-African Trade Fair, giving a platform for our youth to showcase what they are able to do. The winner of the Stand Award for the African Youth Startup Pavilion is Africa Design. Can we give them a round of applause, please? I understand the representative of Africa Design was not able to join us this morning, but I'd like to invite up the African Union Commission and Mr. Mulelem Seyum from AE Trade Group to collect the award on their behalf. Thank you very much, and congratulations again to Africa Design. Let's give them another round of applause, please. Ladies and gentlemen, our third award this morning goes to the use of creative space, creating a wow factor, and really bringing life to the exhibition halls. And it's an award for the most innovative stand at IATF 2023. And I'm glad to announce that the winner of the most innovative stand goes to Algeria. Congratulations once again to Algeria for winning the Most Innovative Stand Award, and also our host for IATF 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth award and the final award before we go into our official closing ceremony is the Best Stand for Doing Business. This is an award that recognizes the design and structure of the exhibition stand that facilitated business meetings, ease of navigation for visitors, presentation of the services offered, and the information shared to facilitate business at IATF. I'm glad to announce that the award for Best Stand for Doing Business goes to one of our key partners, Arise. Let's give them a round of applause. Could I invite the representative of Arise to please come to the stage to collect the award?
hearty congratulations to all the winners. Let's put our hands together once again for African Women in Processing, Africa Design, Algeria Under the Most Innovative Stand, and of course, Arise. As Yusuf had mentioned, we will now get into the formal closing ceremony. And for that, I would like to welcome our very first speaker, Mr. Jean-Louis Ekra, former president of Afrexim Bank and deputy chairperson of the IATF. All right, our apologies. I've just been made aware that we need about 5 minutes for our next speaker to make their way into the hall. So be patient with us. In just about 5 minutes, we will continue with the program.
السادة رؤساء الدول والحكومات، أهلا وسهلا. نتكلم على قدرات اقتصادية هائلة، نتكلم على موارد طبيعية ضخمة جدا. مش هنسى أبدا أن أنا أوجه الشكر على مشاركتكم الإيجابية، وأيضا أوجه الشكر الخاص لرئيس البنك الأفريقي للتجارة التصدير والاستيراد الدكتور بندكت. أشكرك جدا جدا على الجهد المبذول. مرة تانية برحب بيكم وسعيد بوجودكم معانا في مصر، وأتمنى لكم إن المعرض يقوم بالدور اللي احنا بنتمناه. شكرا جزيلا.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, good morning, good afternoon once again, and welcome now to the formal closing ceremony of the Intra-African Trade Fair 2023. I'd like to thank you for your patience as well, and we'll go quickly into our first speaker of our closing ceremony. And for that, I would like to welcome Mr. Jean-Louis Ekra former president of Afrexim Bank and deputy chairperson of the IATF Advisory Council. Let's give him a warm round of applause as he makes his way on stage.
Your Excellency, Professor Benedict Orama, President and Chairman of the Board of Directors of Afrexim Bank, Your Excellency, Mwamkele Mene, Secretary General of the AFCFTA Secretariat, Your Excellency, Ambassador Albert Buchanga, AU Commissioner for Economic Development, Trade, Tourism, Industry and Minerals, Mrs. Mai Assal, Chairperson of Egypt Expo and Convention Center, representative of the government of Egypt, Your Excellency, Mrs. Baleka Mbete, former Deputy President of South Africa, Executive Management of Afrexim Bank and senior officials of the African Union and AFCFTA Secretariat, esteemed exhibitors, visitors, and delegates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. On behalf of the IATF 2023 Advisory Council, I am honored to stand before you today as we bring the curtain down on the third edition of the Intra-African Trade Fair. I'm standing here on behalf of His Excellency President Olusegun Obasanjo, who is the chairman of the Advisory Council. The IATF has successfully established itself as a premier trade and investment event in Africa with a unique capacity to increase intra-African trade and investment, especially in the context of implementing the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, AFCFTA. Let me, therefore, congratulate you all for attending the IATF 2023. I also commend the members of the Advisory Council and all the members of the IATF team that put together this great event. When I look at the obstacles that we encountered to put together this event, we would not be here today celebrating the closing of IATF 2023 if it were not for the strong support received from IATF partners, the government of Egypt, sponsors, IATF ambassadors, and African governments. Words are not enough to express my joy and happiness at the eventual success of this event. Over the course of the 7 days, we have had the privilege of witnessing firsthand the immense potential that exists within our great continent. We've seen powerful partnerships being forged, innovative products being unveiled, and creative solutions being found to some of the most pressing challenges. This has been truly remarkable, a gathering of minds and ideas, building on the successes of IATF 2018 and IETF 2021, I am proud to say that the buzz and energy generated by IETF 2023 will be felt across Africa and beyond for many years to come. Perhaps more importantly of all, we have come together as a community with a common goal. We have shared our stories, our struggles, and our successes. Together, we have explored new possibilities and opened new doors, building on the foundation which was laid in 2018 for a brighter future of our continent. Let me also take this opportunity to highlight the exhibitor's letter, which was sent to all IETF 2023 exhibitors by the trade fair organizers in form of a reminder relating to custom procedures as required by the Egyptian custom authorities. The letter was meant to remind all exhibitors that are declared exhibition goods and products when coming into Egypt that they will be charged custom duty for the portion of the product that will not be re-exported back to the country of origin. Therefore, our advice to all the exhibitors is that they must pack the goods and declare the customs when flying out of Egypt to avoid any inconvenience. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we shall also release a preliminary report on the performance of the trade fair during the 7 days of IETF 2023. To put it mildly, it is very encouraging considering the obstacles that came our way. And so, as we draw this event to a close, let us take a moment to reflect on all that we have achieved, and let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration, innovation, and partnership that has so defined this event. I must also say that I have been astounded by the passion, creativity, and dedication of all those who have contributed to this event, from the speakers to the exhibitors, from the sponsors to the visitors, from the IETF ambassadors to the government. Every single person here has played a crucial role in making this event a success. So let us leave here today not just with memories of a great event, but also with a renewed sense of purpose and a deep commitment to continuing the important work that we have begun together. Let me end by wishing each and every one of you farewell until we reconvene in Algiers in 2025 for the 4th edition of the Intra-African Trade Fair, IETF 2025. See you all in Algiers. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Let's give Mr. Jean-Louis Ekra another warm round of applause for his closing remarks. We're now going into the second part of our awards ceremony. In the first part, for those of you who have just come in, I'll quickly update you. We awarded the Best Feature Stand, which went to African Women in Processing. The AU Startup Award went to Africa Design. The Most Innovative Stand went to Algeria, and the Best Stand for Doing Business went to Arise. For the 5th and the 6th award, I'd like to welcome Yusuf Daya back on stage. Let's give him a warm round. Yusuf, over to you.
Thank you very much, Terry, and good morning or good afternoon, distinguished guests and your excellencies. We move into our fifth stand award, and this one in particular is one that relates to the colors and the vibrancy of Intra-African Trade Fair. One of the key verticals of our trade fair is the Creative Africa Nexus, and I'm pleased to announce the award for the best stand at Canex, which shows a demonstration of the color and vibrancy of the creative industry across the continent. The winner of the best stand at Canex is GAPA. Could we give them a round of applause, please? Where's Patricia? Patricia. Could we have the representative of GAPA join us on stage, please? And again, to remind distinguished delegates that our stand awards are graciously sponsored by FDH Bank. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next award. Again, one of the very important verticals of the Intra-African Trade Fair, our Auto Forum and our Auto Show. And this is the award for the best stand at the Auto Show. And I'm pleased to announce that the winner of the award at IATF 2023 is Chevron. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our winners another resounding round of applause, and our sponsors, FDH Bank. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to the winners. Let us appreciate GEPA and Chevron once again for the best stand at Canex and the best stand auto. Just a quick reminder, the exhibition is still open, and if you haven't already had a look, please feel free to do so. And if you have as well, please feel free to go and visit the incredible stands that are out at the exhibition area. All right, I would like to now welcome Dr. Gainmore Zanamwe, Acting Director, Trade Facilitation and IATF at the Intra-African Trade Bank of Frexim Bank, to give us a report on IATF 2023 targets and deals. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Moderator. And I will just do what the chairman of the Advisory Council told us, President Obasanjo. You just say all protocol observed, and it's duly observed. I will just continue now to give you your report card over what has transpired. I think we had very exciting days 7 days, yes, we know there have been some challenges here and there, but if we look at what we have achieved under the circumstances, it is actually for some of us who have been in the trenches working with you, it is really remarkable. And I will now go and highlight some of the key performance indicators that we have been tracking and the achievements we have today. The results, as we have done in the past, are tentative. They will be audited, and then we'll announce the final results. Let me start with exhibitors. Our key target was to have 1,600 exhibitors, and I'm pleased to report to you that we actually exceeded that. We had 1,615 exhibitors here at the all halls. Another key performance indicator was for African countries that had pavilions, and we're trying to get 40 countries to come, and I'm pleased to report that we actually had 45 African countries represented, of which 42 had pavilions, and that actually exceeded our expectations. We also had about 16 countries from outside Africa that also came and were exhibiting with pavilions. That actually gives us a total of all the countries that had pavilions to 61 countries. African and non-African countries were 61. Yes, so we are now looking at all the countries, those from Africa and those from outside Africa, that came to the entire Intra-African Trade Fair, the exhibition, the conferences. We were targeting a participation of about 75 countries to come to the IATF show. Guess what? We have 118 countries that came to this important Intra-African Trade Show, which we call an Africa to Africa event, but we allow participation from other partners to work with us. The other key KPI that we're tracking is the number of visitors, buyers that we were expecting to come to IATF. We were looking at 35,000, and I would like to inform you that we are still counting, but we already have close to 28,000 that came for the IATF. The last key indicator is about the days. We call them special days, where a country will choose to take a day and showcase what they have, what they are doing, or where companies can actually showcase what they are doing. So our target for those special days was 4, and I'm pleased to inform you that we actually had 4 special days that were taken by Arise, Egypt, Algeria, and the Diaspora Day. So these are the key performance indicators, and this is your scorecard. From our perspective, the scorecard is looking good, and we can take it home. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Zanamwe. We will now go to the next award to be issued, which will be on the Best Stand individual entity and the Best Stand country pavilion. Yusuf, I'd like to welcome you back on stage to award this to exhibition winners.
Thank you very much, Terry-Ann. And I'm once again pleased to be joined by Ms. Patricia Hamisi, the Head of Global Markets and Trade Finance at FDH Bank, who are our sponsors for the STAND Awards. Our next award is the best stand for an individual entity or organization. It's an award that recognizes the outstanding presence and unique and creative design of the stand. I'm pleased to announce that the winner of the award for Best Stand IATF 2023 is Motor Angle. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our final award for the stands. And this is always a very special award. It's the award for the best country pavilion, demonstrating the outstanding presence, again, and unique and creative design, creating an exhibition within an exhibition on the floor, allowing visitors an opportunity to interact and learn about the culture and history and products and services that a particular country has to offer. So it gives me great pleasure to announce that the IATF 2023 winner for the Best Stand Country Pavilion is Nigeria.
Hearty congratulations to Nigeria. Let's give them a warm round of applause. Best Pavilion, Best Stand Country Pavilion, outstanding presence with unique and creative design.